Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason with Drive to Win 13. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you'll notice I have a thing for winning. I like to win, and I like to help other people win as well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to see the full tip amount on Doordash without using that old version of the app. I'm also going to interview the developer and the CEO of the company that created this to get all of your questions answered. I have spent the last 6 months traveling around the country helping new drivers learn to do gig work full time and run it like a business. And one of the biggest frustrations I get from people who do Doordash is the amount of junk orders that they receive. So I decided to do something about it. And through a ton of research, I found Para. I have other videos coming out that give more in-depth about what Para is and how it works. However, today's video is going to show you tip transparency. If you would like to try tip transparency for yourself, just click the link in the description below. Every time you receive an order from Doordash, it comes up with a message that says, total may be higher. The real question is, why does Doordash do this? The answer is because they do not want to show full tip amounts on all orders. And they do this to stop delivery drivers from cherry picking orders and only taking the good orders that actually make you money. So would it be valuable to you if you were able to actually see the full tip amounts before you accept an order? Well, now you can. And it's all done through Para. As I did my research, I found Para and I had a lot of questions about it. So rather than just try to guess at those answers, I decided to contact them directly and do a Zoom call with the CEO and a developer and get those questions answered directly for you. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say thank you for taking the time. I know you guys are busy and you're taking the time out of your day to answer some questions to me, for me about trip transparency through Para. I'm on here today with Jeff. He is one of the developers at Para. And I'm also going to be on here with the CEO in a few minutes as well. My first question for you, Jeff, is how does this work? Like, does it just pop up on my screen? How can I tell whether or not this tip is the regular tip amount or additional?
Yeah, basically we pretend that you have another phone and then we get the ping on the, what we call a virtual phone. And then we're able to see much more information that Doordash is sending to that virtual phone, and we basically just send you a text with that information. Basically, when Doordash sends you an order, it already has like some of the tip amount and the actual total amount present, but it's just not displayed in the app. So what we do is just take that information on another phone, and then we basically get that information, put it into an SMS, and we send it to you.
What information, in terms of signing up, what information is needed for me to be able to sign up, to be able to receive these text messages from you guys supplying me with the full tip amount?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we'll need your username, and then we need the password for that particular username in order to log into your Doordash account. And we definitely understand folks have a lot of concerns about providing that credentials. And in consideration of that, we have taken the necessary steps to make sure it's stored securely. Basically, everything is completely encrypted. We don't handle the raw password at any point of the time. Just to deactivate your account, we'll completely remove that information. So we just want to provide as much of a peace of mind for our users in that respect as possible.
Now, the second question that I have is obviously this is not information that Doordash is supplying directly to me. We're getting it by an outside means, right? So I'm curious to understand how, like, if I'm going to get in trouble for doing this, can they deactivate me? You know, what is the issue with that? What is that?
Yeah, that is a very good question. And I think on the website we are upfront about this being technically a violation of terms and service, and they can use this as a ground to deactivate you technically. So far, we haven't had folks that are deactivated or got in any trouble with regards to that. Actually, David just showed up, so like I will in on this as well.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you. How are you?
Hey, I'm well. Sorry, somebody called me right as we were about to hop on, but you got the brain behind operation.
So as someone who drives full-time for a living and literally relies on tips, I really appreciate people like you because it helps me make the money that I deserve doing this. The question I have is, what is your motivation for doing this?
You just really believe this is the right thing to do, right? As an independent contractor, you should be able to make an informed decision about each trip you get. Why are they hiding this from you? The only thing I could really think of is when I was at Uber, we'd do stuff like this and say it was for marketplace health, which means it helps us but doesn't help you, right? So I think for us, it's just really trying to build this movement of people. And I think the hope is if enough people get onto this, if Doordash does find out, we have enough people where the best scenario would be they just start doing this for everyone, right? That's the fair thing to do. So I think the big thing for us is really, this is a movement. It's something we really believe in. That's why we're not charging any money for it. It's going to be free.
So basically the way that this works is I sign up for Para, I put my information in, I immediately start getting text messages as soon as I receive an order. So if an order comes in and it says that it's supposed to be $13, I will receive a text message that shows the actual tip amount. And in the example that I have up on the screen, it is really $20, not $13. And that's it. It's pretty simple. I want to show you really quick how beneficial tip transparency can be for you and how profitable it can be. In this example, there was a $13 order that was accepted. The tip amount was $70.30. However, Doordash only showed $13. Without tip transparency, you would have never known that you were accepting a $78.30 order. With tip transparency, you would receive that text message that comes up and says, this is actually going to be $78.30. So is tip transparency worth it? Yeah, I think it is. If you have any questions additional to than I've asked here today, please leave them in the comments below. David, the CEO, is actually going to be monitoring the comments below and answering those questions that you may have. Because I want this video to get out to as many people as possible, I ask you to like it, comment below, and then share it out, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Share it out to as many people as you can so that everyone can take advantage.